Hey, Brent. How many T's do you think I'm up to now? How many T's do you think I'm up to? No, see, you gotta listen, my guy. Come on! Catch up. You guessed 3. You were wrong. It was 5. We're on number 7 right now. We're just pounding these T's. Bro, I don't know if I'm... I don't know, during halftime? No, I won't be drinking. I won't be drinking much during the game. Oh my god. Yeah, I usually drink, I would say 5, like for the entire day. So to be up to 7 before the match starts, that's pretty wild for me. Hopping off heads to put a pullover on. A little chilly. Let's have a good show, everybody. Knowing you're the best. Riding high off their biggest win of the year, the Red Wolves playing host to North Carolina FC right off the Tennessee River. But can Chattanooga slow down NCFC's 5-match unbeaten streak? We find out together tonight, right here on ESPN+. Hello and welcome. I'm Brian Klein. Very happy to be with you, taking you to the table. Now, North Carolina closing the gap with Hailstorm after shoving them out on Wednesday. NCFC hasn't lost since June 10th. Chattanooga, you can see them all the way at the bottom, tied with Fuego at the basement. That'll happen. Interim head coach, winless record on the road. But hold on, let me check my notes. Oh, that's right. They have a road win right now, and it's thanks to last week, the Smoky Mountain Showdown. Upset at 1 Knoxville at Regal Soccer Stadium. Siobhan Marsh, a 6-minute brace for the equalizer and the game winner in the 74th and 80th minutes. Riley Kraft got the scoring started. So Chattanooga took a 1-0 deficit into the break. Head coach Jimmy Weekly changed the formations. That was a game changer for the 3-2 win on the road. The question is, was this lightning in a bottle? Because there's no doubt about it, North Carolina has sustained success. They've done it against the top teams in League One. The Independents, Hailstorm, Forward Madison. They have results against all 3 of those teams in their past 5 matches. They've been doing it against the best, and North Carolina proving that they too are the best, one of the best in the league, and they're doing it without their top goalkeepers, Tor Saunders and Nick Holliday, both on the shelf. Regardless of who's in goal, Siobhan Marsh is going to be a big-time problem. He has a brace in each of his last 2 games. It's becoming a motif with Siobhan Marsh at Tormenta and then at Knoxville, 2-goal games. And 2 of those 4 goals are on penalty kicks. He's winning and he's converting penalty kicks. So Siobhan Marsh, definitely the News 12 player to watch tonight. Chattanooga playing host to North Carolina, but we're just getting started. We've got a big-time matchup for you right here, and you're watching it on ESPN+. Don't go anywhere. Lineups and kickoff on the horizon. Stay locked.
It's here, Ford Truck Month. Come and get the best deals on Ford F-150. The only truck to offer available Pro Power onboard and an interior work surface so you can get it all done. All part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 46 years straight and counting. Get 2.9 for 60 plus up to $2,500 with eligible trade-in. Learn more about pickup and delivery and remote service at your local Ford dealer.
The future is in these foothills. The world's fastest internet from EPB is in homes from Hickson to Highland Park. In classrooms from East Lake to East Brainerd. And in reach of those striving to learn more, be more, achieve more. The future is here with fiber optic speeds up to 25 gigs, only from EPB.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
There's a beat in all of us. It drives us, it inspires us, and it pushes us through. It is there in preparation, it is there in battle, it is there in defeat, and success. It's the engine, it's our guide. And this beat is my own. This beat is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water, hydration for athletes.
Just moments away from kickoff between Chattanooga and North Carolina FC. I'm Brian Klein, very happy to be with you. Red Wolves Soccer presented by CHI Memorial, and shirts worn by the Walkout Kids tonight are brought to you by Brainerd Baptist School, expanding minds and preparing hearts. Now, flashback to 99 days ago. Just strap in to the time machine. These two teams played the first bout of the year, and a 3-0 win for North Carolina. Goals from Oleg Sanderson, and then a brace for Rafa Mensigan, the former Red Wolf. Ziggy Korotowski was the gaffer at the time. He's since been removed. Jimmy Weekly at the helm right now, and here's the lineup that Weekly has thrown out for Chattanooga. Today's starting 11, brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the official sports medical group of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, because life happens in motion. Carlos Aviles is back in the back of the net after his one-game suspension. Pablo Jara took over for him, Ricardo Harris took over for him, so he is back with Aaron Lombardi and Siobhan Marsh doing the goal scoring. At least that's the plan for the Red Wolves, and you counter that with North Carolina's lineup, and the big headline here is that there is a fresh face. Let's take a look at him. It's Brooks Thompson, bottom of your screen, on loan from Philadelphia United to MLS Next Pro. And, well, this is what happens when Nick Holiday, Tor Saunders are on the shelf. You're down to your third-string keeper. Trevor Mulqueen got the shutout on Wednesday against Hailstorm, but he's on the bench today as Brooks Thompson gets the start in his League One debut. We'll see what he can do, but again, right now, the goalkeeper spot for North Carolina, bit of a game of musical chairs. Brooks Thompson on loan for the rest of the year. And the gaffer, John Bradford, just wanted a little bit more experience. Now, you know Mulqueen did his job in shutting out the best team in League One. Right now, it's his job to wait in reserve of Thompson. Siobhan Marsh, reigning Team of the Week member after his brace in the Smoky Mountain Smackdown upset win at 1 Knoxville 3-2 last weekend. We are underway here in Chattanooga. The Red Wolves going for redemption from their loss 3-0 99 days ago against North Carolina on the road. Chattanooga has done a great job at home, 4 consecutive wins on their home pitch here at CHI Memorial Stadium. North Carolina, again, that upset against Hailstorm, 2-0 win, and a big-time shift for North Carolina. Right now in second in the table, they're trying to catch Hailstorm. And John Bradford, of course, it's important for the points for the season, but knowing that this team can beat Hailstorm is a big weight off of their shoulders. Snapped Hailstorm's 12-match unbeaten streak with that win, which is the longest in League One since 2021, when Chattanooga rattled off 15 draws and/or wins. Nico Cardona playing in the back, 24 years young, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Jimmy Weekly wants to see him play a little bit more out of the back. Has done a really good job defensively. But for a Red Wolves roster that is towards the bottom in offense, they could use some more scoring, and who knows, maybe it comes from Cardona. Early touch for Omar Gomez in the bright pink sneakers. Now he shares, and Lombardi loses it on the far touchline. Back to Gomez, throwing in the box, and it's popped up out of bounds. We've got a goal kick, or rather a corner kick coming up. Mikey Maldonado, the midfielder, playing back, and it's a forward corner kick early on in the second minute for the Red Wolves. So we'll see what Riley Kraft can do. The left back cheating up, natural midfielder, but he's been playing in the back with Lombardi as the striker. First set piece of the day. Kraft goes back post. Who's going to get there? Lombardi, sidewinder, and he misses wide left. Our own Lombardi rifled it. And the Argentine was just off target. Good ball by Kraft. Initial save by Thompson. He was off his footing. And Lombardi looked like he had a chance. But Brooks Thompson, welcome to League One. Looked like Richard Renteria got a takeaway there, but actually a little too physical. Doing some hand fighting with Olex Anderson. We've got a free kick right on the precipice of the box now. Have another look. Anderson falling down. And remember, Anderson, one of the goal scorers 99 days ago when North Carolina took down Chattanooga 3-0. And now a free kick from an awkward angle. First set piece of the day for North Carolina. Early test for Carlos Aviles with Rafa Menzigen, the former Red Wolf, on the free kick. He goes back post, and he misses high. Rafa Menzigen took a shot. And the striker, who is greeted as a visiting striker with a round of applause by the home fans here at CHI Memorial, just misses as Aviles kept his paws off. Rafa Menzigen, who's good buddies with Chattanooga's Jimmy Weekly, the interim head coach. Actually, Weekly, as the director of operations, is the one who brought Menzigen in to Chattanooga. They know each other from Menzigen's college days, and gosh, what a revelation Menzigen was for Chattanooga last year in their run to the final. But it's a very different roster now for the Red Wolves. In fact, only two remaining starters from last year's final. Carlos Aviles, the keeper, and then Aaron Lombardi, who shot off target just a few minutes ago. Other than that, it is an entirely new starting 11. And a foul right by the center circle, so what can Nico Cardona do here to facilitate for the Red Wolves? Renteria, the 27-year-old out of Colombia. They play it back now, and Carlos Aviles, under pressure, boots it out of trouble. Mikey Maldonado made a really nice defensive play a few minutes ago. Now he goes up front. It's Luis Perez. Nifty footwork. Nearly juked himself out. Perez was hooked. Mikhail Williams was in stride with Perez, but too close. So Louis Perez, the Paris native, has a chance here on another free kick right by the box. Siobhan Marsh knows every inch is important. North Carolina looking to strike early. An offense that strikes often. Louis Perez on the free kick. And Chattanooga chews it up, spits it right out. Check out the new 2023 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Carlos Aviles on the goal kick. Played for the United States U15 and U16 national teams, did Aviles. Might have some pressure here if North Carolina can solidify possession in the midfield. That's something that might be pretty tough today. Chattanooga, despite their tough start to the season, 4 wins, 10 losses, 4 draws, very aggressive midfield with Siobhan Marsh and Omar Gomez in there. Nelson Blanco tic-tac-toes out of trouble. Now it's the former Red Wolf, Rafa Menzigen, who's certainly not the only former Red Wolf. There's a big shove, no whistle. Chattanooga on the run, while Leffy in traffic. He goes to Gomez, one touch, back to the flank. It's Marsh, he kicks, and it's deflected high. Big time stop by North Carolina's defense, and actually offside. So Brooks Thompson looked like he was a little bit under duress on this run. A breakaway quarterbacked by Walefi. And then Marsh was just a little antsy. Looked like Gomez might have had a look. That's Siobhan Marsh, the reigning Team of the Week member. Couldn't stay on his line. But as I was saying, Rafa Menzigen is not the only North Carolina FC player. As a former Red Wolf, DJ Benton as well. Used to play for Chattanooga, big part of their championship run from last year. Mikey Maldonado throwing in for North Carolina in the final third. Maldonado has a cannon, as you can see, popped up in the box. Nelson Blanco up a mile high. Varela now playing keep away with Maldonado. Back touch, nifty pass to Blanco. Here's the cross. And Chattanooga's back line standing tall once again. Siobhan Marsh, that pass too hot to handle. Got a corner kick coming up. So a tough start to this match for the Team of the Week member, Siobhan Marsh. In just 10 minutes, he's just been offside on what looked like a really good opportunity and then basically gifted North Carolina a corner kick. It's the first forward corner kick of the day for NCFC, and the former Red Wolf, Rafa Menzigen, will be the trigger man. Menzigen goes a mile high. Aviles cheats off his line, and who's last to touch it? It was North Carolina's Olex Anderson, so a goal kick coming up, and Carlos Aviles takes a bit of a sigh of relief there. Menzigen put a really nice ball in there. And remember, Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. So far, North Carolina winning possession in 11 minutes gone. Andrew Paoli gets his first touch of the day. Chattanooga again had the team hat trick in the 3-2 road win against 1 Knoxville Bit of a coming out party for their offense, even though 2 of them came from Siobhan Marsh. An offense that has really struggled. A clean tackle there by Louis Perez on the far touchline. Riley Kraft, one of those goal scorers from last week, he's getting involved. Hasn't taken long. This is a physical one. Worth the price of admission today. Have another look on the Rodriguez Family Dentistry replay. Madzit Koric, the referee today. Be a busy day at the office for him. Siobhan Marsh looked like he might have had a step on Maldonado, but a really nice play by the midfielder. And we've got a head-on-head collision now. Kraft, the culprit again. Riley Kraft, the left back, loves to play up. Very aggressive player. And sometimes it can cost him. And this time it looked like it cost Nelson Blanco. I'll make that Louis Perez, beg your pardon. Kraft not booked. Has 2 yellows on the year. Making his 15th start in his 19th appearance. Nelson Blanco pedaled to the metal. No one home on his dish. Nico Cardona finds Renteria. So Chattanooga trying to make it 2 in a row for the first time all year. After their 3-2 road win against Knoxville. But as I was saying, the offense has gotten off to a slow start this year. I was talking to Jimmy Weekly about it actually a couple of weeks ago, and he just said, look, the coaching staff, we can't put the ball in the net for the players. It's up to them. Got to push. Rafa Mensigan tumbles down. No whistle. Referee's going to let them play today while Leffy finds a wide open Varela with space to operate. Varela, he shuffles to his left. Gomez open in the box. There's a shot, and it misses wide right. Walter Varela taking matters into his own hands, tried to go coast to coast, but instead, just a little bit off. Brooks Thompson in his first League One game closed the gap on Varela nicely, and you've got to credit Raheem Somersall as well on the toe-to-toe defense. So Varela empty-handed on what looked like, as of now, 15 minutes in, the best run of the day for either side. Long ball. Mensigan knocks it down. Loses his footing. That's the second time that's happened in consecutive trips. Another long ball. Can he stay onside? Lombardi charging in. Lombardi with the right. Oh, it pinballs off. Aaron Lombardi looked like he was all alone and he didn't need any help. We've got a corner kick coming up. Have another look. It started with Renteria. Lombardi stays onside, and then all he has to do is beat Chris Lou Young. Couldn't do it. Another corner kick for Chattanooga, their second of the day. Stacking the box on Brooks Thompson. North Carolina handles that one easily. But are the Red Wolves done? Varela back in the box. Can Chattanooga break the seal? Not right now. Header by Nico Cardona, easily scooped up right into the breadbasket of Brooks Thompson, the 21-year-old, making his League One debut on loan from Hartford Athletic and patching up the hole that is the goalkeeper spot for North Carolina. Nick Holiday, the 17-year-old phenom, on the shelf for another 2 months due to an ankle injury. And then Tor Saunders, his replacement, went down shortly after. He's back in training but not ready to compete just yet. Yeah, Trevor Mulqueen on Wednesday shut out the best team in League One, the Hailstorm. But it was not enough to solidify his starting role. Thompson comes in and will share the role as of now. Riley Kraft knocks that one down. He's been heavily involved. Now Raheem Summersall played his first full 90 minutes last week and earned the captain ban as well. Remember, Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Siobhan Marsh, undersized, but he knows how to use his body. Gets the positioning, gets the whistle, and now Marsh will try to get something started for Chattanooga. And you can see only 5'3", 130. Number 11 in the center circle seems to be winning all the 50-50s. Menzigan finds a wide open Olex Anderson. Oh, this could be trouble. Anderson goes left. Who's home? Here's the cross. It's off. Louis Perez tracks down the loose ball, and North Carolina's not done. Flip the field, now they are. Olex Anderson wasn't there. Anderson rifled across and was hoping that someone would swoop in. It looked like they did, just a hair late. Playing that tough angle on Cardona. One step off for Rafa Menzigan. Nelson Blanco now in his second stint with North Carolina, given the keys to Maldonado. Blanco originally joined the club as a first-year pro in the North American Soccer League back in 2017, took the team to the USL in 2018. Maldonado's cannon goes into the box. Aviles cheats up, he almost had it, and it was popped out of his hands. And now Carlos Aviles gets the whistle. It's physical. It's been that way from the start. Got a hunch that's not going to change. Olex Anderson was right there with Aviles, who originally made the save, and then Anderson collided in. So Olex Anderson can't capitalize on that traffic in the box. Anderson, the 27-year-old out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Marsh turns around. Raheem Summersall somersaults him down. And a yellow card to show for it. In the 20th minute, Summersall gets his second yellow of the year. Have another look thanks to the Rodriguez Family Dentistry replay. Remember, Siobhan Marsh standing at 5'3", 130. Summersall at 5'10". And now Chattanooga gets a free kick. Advantage Red Wolves. Riley Kraft in the pink boots. Siobhan Marsh coming off a brace in his past 2 matches. In fact, 3 goals for Chattanooga last week. All of them came from these two combined. Kraft, he rifles, and he's stopped! Welcome to League One, Brooks Thompson. Sprawling save on loan for the rest of the year from Philadelphia Union 2. Good decision, John Bradford. But a corner kick. The Red Wolves have an opportunity. Kraft sends it in. It's popped up. Olix Anderson. He wins the 50-50 ball. Here comes North Carolina. He's got one man to beat. It's Renteria. Anderson kicks it into fifth gear. Anderson with the left. Does he get the angle? Yes, he does. It's a corner kick. Olix Anderson had to go the length of the field. And one of the most dynamic players in League One was up to the task. Won the ball, one possession from Siobhan Marsh. And then, actually it was Walefi backpedaling. And last to touch it. So from one corner to the other. Rafa Mensigan, the former Chattanooga Red Wolf, has an opportunity to get North Carolina on the board here at CHI Memorial. Back post. And Gustavo Fernandez lets it go. We flip fields. Corner kick coming up.
Your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of this corner kick and the official sponsor of your Chattanooga Red Wolf. Now let's defend the 10, Red
No
Wolves!
score, but plenty of fireworks. Louis Perez will take this corner from the opposite side. The freshman. Can Perez get NCFC on the board? It's popped up and out by Gustavo Fernandez. Here's another angle. Perez with a nice ball, and it was Fernandez climbing the ladder. A 25-year-old from Long Island, whose older brother Leo plays in the USL Championship for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Off the mark on his header. Aviles knocks it away. Plenty of quality chances for both sides. Siobhan Marsh, tough day at the office. Can he get anything going for Chattanooga? Walefi finds Lombardi with the left into the box. Who's there? It was Marsh. And intercepted. Aviles with McLaughlin hot pursuit. He gets it away. Remember, Chattanooga has not lost at home since May. 4 consecutive wins here at CHI Memorial. Mikhail Williams, 38 appearances in MLS for the Colorado Rapids back in 2016 and 2017. On the far touchline, lost possession. Anderson turns around, nifty footwork. Rafa Mensigan can't catch up to the pass, and now Chattanooga takes over once again. Big ball, Gomez. Could not beat David Garcia to the spot. Garcia, a first-year pro, played collegiately at FIU. And John Bradford says it speaks volumes on the subject of David Garcia that he really didn't hear much from the Golden Boot leader, Trevor Ammon, on Wednesday as Hailstorm was shut out by North Carolina. You got to credit David Garcia for that, according to the gaffer. That's a big feat for a 23-year-old first-year pro against arguably the best player in the league. Richard Renteria. He's been timing his tackles nicely, but Weekly wants to see more consistency out of the back. He plays out of the back now as Nico Cardona with 1 professional goal. Recenters for Walefi. Riley Kraft, the left back. He plays up. That's where he plays his best. Walter Varela catches up to it in the corner. Is this Chattanooga's time? No. Andrew Paoli chips it in, and no one there. Not a single red jersey in the box for Chattanooga. North Carolina handles it easily. Menzigan, Laser, and Aviles scoops it up, no problem. While Leffy been with the Red Wolves since their inaugural season back in 2019, the club's all-time leader in appearances came up through the Corinthians Academy. Trying to facilitate out of the back right now for the Red Wolves. Varela splits the difference between the defenders. Back to Varela. Tough angle. What can he do from this protractor spot? He yields a corner kick. Nelson Blanco took it right off the shin guards. And the forward corner kick will be taken by Siobhan Marsh, the only representative on the USL League One team of the week from this match for either side. In the 28th minute, Siobhan Marsh has a chance to get Chattanooga on the board. Back post, nothing there. Riley Kraft gets it back in. Nico Cardona playing up. Trying to turn the corner on Blanco. Blanco knocked it out. Another corner kick coming up, and Nelson wanted the foul.
Stand up and make some noise, Red Wolves fans. This forward corner kick is brought to you by
Another forward corner kick for Chattanooga. Once again, Siobhan Marsh will take it, with the wind combating him. Brooks Thompson has fared well in his League One debut. Not challenged off of this corner kick. Marsh, a collision right there with Rafa Menzigan. Have another look. We talk so much about Marsh's physicality despite his slender frame. With all that momentum coming from the corner, packs a heavy punch. So foul on Siobhan Marsh gives North Carolina a chance to get something cooking in the 30th minute. Gustavo Fernandez finds David Garcia. A really tough time for North Carolina and their coaching staff. Quick turnaround. Played Hailstorm on Wednesday, 2-0 upset victory, and probably the biggest win of the year. So quick turnaround, but also have a look here for Chris Lou Young. His cross, it's a corner. Aaron Lombardi was there to touch it over the goal line. Then you factor the quick turnaround with the added challenge of preparing against an interim head coach. John Bradford says he really doesn't know what Chattanooga wants to do because he doesn't know if Chattanooga knows. Jimmy Weekley has been experimenting as the interim head coach. So how do you prepare for that? Makes them very unpredictable. Forward corner kick for North Carolina. Louis Perez, the trigger man. Perez, soft touch. Olex Anderson was second to the spot. That one goes low. Deflection. Anderson charges in. Aviles punches it over. Carlos Aviles, big time stop. And it might have been Olex Anderson just off the mark. Have another look. First it came from Blanco. Deflection, top of the 18. And it looked like Aviles punched it, but they mark that Olex Anderson popped it over the crossbar. So potential break for the Red Wolves. Risky pass to Alefi. Aviles, who joined the FC Dallas Academy when he was 12, has fared nicely in the back of the net following his one-game suspension. Olex Anderson keeping him honest. Anderson nearly takes it away, and he does. Open goal, and now Aviles stops him toe-to-toe. Aviles back in. This is trouble. Mexican shot, and a stop. It's defense by committee in Chattanooga. Carlos Aviles was off his line, and North Carolina could not make him pay. Here's Blanco running downhill. Can he make Aviles pay now? Give and go. Blanco shares to his right, plenty of space to operate. Somersault with the right, his shot, it goes! Oh, Raheem Somersault, he buries it from distance. North Carolina breaks the seal, it's 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A goal has been scored by North Carolina FC, number 44,
Raheem Somersault's first career goal. Have another look. Blanco was the quarterback. Somersault, the executioner. One hop, and that's all Raheem needed. Gets his first full 90 in his last appearance against Hailstorm on Wednesday. Today he has his first professional goal. In the 34th minute, Raheem Somersault putting North Carolina on top 1-0. It's been a physical bout on both sides. Somersault was booked in the 20th minute for a yellow. He's living proof. But after Chattanooga dodged a bullet with Aviles completely out of the goal, the next trip is a Somersault score. Off-ball foul on Omar Gomez. North Carolina takes over. NCFC scored all 3 of the goals against Chattanooga 99 days ago. And a 3-0 win. John Bradford said he wanted his players to carry that same mindset into today. So far, so good. Both sides have had plenty of opportunities. Raheem Summersall is the first to net one in the 34th minute. Got a collision at the center circle. Garrett McLaughlin took a tumble with Andrew Paoli charging in.
Concessions tonight are brought to you by Coca-Cola, the exclusive beverage partner of the Chattanooga.
Now McLaughlin, 25 years old, out of OKC, has had some lingering preseason injuries, limited him in the early season, but finally building up a rapport with the other guys. John Bradford says that's really the thing that's been holding him back. And Summersall, the placeholder hero as of now, with his goal a couple of minutes ago, took a bit of a shot there. Wind picking up here in Chattanooga. The entire match, it's been going right to left at the back of the North Carolina FC Strikers. And you can see living proof. North Carolina, when they score first, they're comfortable. 6-1-2. Gomez nearly on the takeaway. Riley Kraft will throw in. Kraft spent 2021 with the Richmond Kickers. Went back down to League Two with the Des Moines Menace before rejoining the pro ranks with the Red Wolves. Good touch. Siobhan Marsh has some space. Dishes off to Kraft. Here's the cross. Lombardi shot. Oh, it stopped. And Walter Varela called for the foul. So North Carolina's back line helping out the newcomer Brooks Thompson. Here's another look at what you just saw. Kraft to Lombardi. Looked like it was clinical, but Nelson Blanco there to stop it. And remember what Bradford said about Blanco in his second stint with North Carolina. His ability, technically sound player. And he's only 23. Already has experience with the senior national team in El Salvador. Rafa Mexican, here's the chip, and he scores again! North Carolina up 2-0. On the Cirque du Soleil score by Rafa Mexican, the former Chattanooga Red Wolf. Goal number 7 on the year for Mexican. And it comes off a midfield feed. Mexican. Olay. Right past Cardona. Right over Aviles. And Rafa Mexican makes it 2-0 North Carolina. NCFC number 2 in the table right now. You can thank largely that man right there, Rafa Mexican, whose last goal came on May 5th. In fact, all 6 of Mexican's goals scored in a 6-match stretch in April into early May. And Luis Perez now booked for a yellow. He's been right in the thick of a bunch of these different little kerfuffles. Perez with his 3rd yellow of the year. As we approach halftime here at CHI Memorial Field. Omar Gomez looking for Lombardi. No, it's Kraft. Here's Kraft with the left. Oh, no one home. Marsh keeps it in bounds, but It comes at a price. North Carolina grooving the other way. And it's Rafa Menzigen swimming through the defense, and while Leffy stonewalls him. Garrett McLaughlin picks it right back up. Olex Anderson has some space. He's dangerous. Cuts left, now right. Here's the shot, and Aviles smothers. Carlos Aviles has allowed 2 goals here in this first half. One of them scraping his dandruff. It was Rafa Menzigen on the chip shot. There he is. Menzigen breaking out of his scoring funk in the 39th minute. Again, he hadn't scored since early May. And no better time to do it than against your old club on the road. Nice takeaway, clean by Nico Cardona. Siobhan Marsh doesn't have the numbers, doesn't seem to care. Varela on his right flank. Here's Walter, slide tackle. Oh, and that one was clean too. Cardona still has a chance. Goes back to Marsh, the Team of the Week member. Needs some help and finds it in Aaron Lombardi. Marsh chips it up with the right and he misses. Siobhan Marsh had a chance, just a little off target. And remember, Ford is the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. We've seen plenty of Ford corner kicks, not right now, as Brooks Thompson watched that last Marsh shot sail way wide and way right, and a little high as well. Brooks Thompson has had a couple of spectacular saves in his League One debut, on loan for the rest of the year with Philadelphia United 2. Or from Philly United 2, I should say. And now he gets a yellow card for a delay. And choice words. So a caution yellow for Brooks Thompson. Welcome to League One. Chance for Chattanooga. The fans, you can tell, they're just looking for something, anything to cheer for and get up for. As we approach halftime, Chattanooga coming off a 3-2 road win against 1 Knoxville. Interim head coach Jimmy Weekley says it was the halftime adjustment that allowed them to overcome their 1-0 deficit. At the break, they changed formations. They got Ropampa Mensah involved. Mensah hasn't played yet today. Came off the bench and helped in a big way offensively last weekend against 1 Knoxville. Rubbing the crystal ball, you could tell that's a possibility here today. Maldonado. The reigning all League One second team selection. Chased down by Paoli, plays it back for Thompson. While Leffy knocks it down. This might be Chattanooga's final opportunity of substance in the first half. Cardona goes to Paoli. Quick touch for Lombardi. Even quicker touch for Gomez. He's in the corner. What can he do here? Now Varela. Goes to Cardona. Popped up. Siobhan Marsh couldn't get there. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time on the horizon. Well, Leffy to Marsh. In traffic. Siobhan Marsh lost the ball, and Lombardi picks it up. Here's the cross. Who's home? No one there. At least for now. Settle it. It's Varela. Tough angle. Walter Varela. He's stifled. Brooks Thompson forces another corner kick. And the League One newcomer, he's feeling it. Have another look. Brooks Thompson closing the angle entirely. Varela put as good a ball as you can on Cage, on Thompson. Riley Kraft the corner. Can Chattanooga score, get on the board here? No. Out of bounds on the corner, so Brooks Thompson taking the goal kick. Last time he took a goal kick, got a yellow card for taking his time, so you'd expect this to be expedient. Worm burner to the center circle. Don't forget, at halftime, we have plenty for you. Take you back to what you might have missed in the midweek here in League One. News and notes, highlights and stats, all coming up on ESPN+. Riley Kraft, hand fighting, he's physical. And Olex Anderson, he wins the argument. Yellow card for Kraft. And a free kick for North Carolina for a chance to potentially put this game away. Kraft gets his third yellow of the year. Quality chance for North Carolina. Can North Carolina make it three? Aviles punches it out. And that's how the first half comes to an end. NCFC on the front foot. Raheem Summersall in the 34th minute opened the scoring with his first professional goal. Shortly after, it was Rafa Menzigen. 5 minutes later, in the 39th minute, with goal number 7, and the former Chattanooga Red Wolf put North Carolina on top 2-0 against his former team here at CHI Memorial Stadium. We're not done here on ESPN Plus. Coming up, we're going to take you through what you might have missed throughout the week here on ESPN Plus.
I need to try it first.
It's here, Ford Truck Month. Come and get the best deals on Ford F-150. The only truck to offer available Pro Power onboard and an interior work surface so you can get it all done. All part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 46 years straight and counting. Get 2.9 for 60 plus up to $2,500 with eligible trade-in. Learn more about pickup and delivery and remote service at your local Ford dealer.
I need to try it first.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Halftime brought to you by Outlaw Beer, Mile High Light Beer. Find your wilderness. I'm Brian Klein here on ESPN Plus. Before we go forward for the second half, let's go backward to what you might have missed this past week with Jack Edwards.
Week 20 of the USL League One got off to a bang on Wednesday with a pair of matches. First off, North Carolina taking on top of the table Northern Colorado. What a free kick. Luis Perez in first half stoppage time puts that one away for goal number 5 on the year, and they head into the break with a 1-goal lead against the top side across USL League One. Now, second half stoppage time now. It's the 95th minute. Olex Anderson, little patient and a burst of speed, gets in one-on-one with Lalo Delgado, and he is lethal from here. Rounds the keeper, taps it home, his 10th of the season, ends the Hailstorms' record-setting 12-match unbeaten streak, moves to second in the league with those 3 points. Olex Anderson, a huge one on Wednesday. The other game on Wednesday, another great one. Forward Madison taking on South Georgia Tormenta. This is right after kickoff. Andrew Wheeler-Amunu is going to drop this one over the top for Christian Chaney. Nice first touch with his chest, even better second one with his right foot. He gets his 6th goal of the season to open the scoring in the 17th second of the match. More on that in just a moment. Gets them off to a blitzing start. Responding in turn, though, was Matthias Cassini. Gets in one-on-one against his former side. The former Flamingo makes it 1-1 in the 8th minute. Returning from injury in style, back into the 11 for Tormenta. Second half we'll jump to now. Jackson Curry, they're trying to find a way to break open the match. Puts a beautiful ball in the box. Great header by Keziah Sterling. They take the 2-1 lead, complete the comeback effort. They're up 2-1. Still second half, still searching for another goal to push it a bit further. Switch of play. Jackson Curry again. Going to be a continuous story throughout these highlights. Kingsford Ajay, they'll play amongst themselves. And what a pass right here. A cross goal makes it easy for Sterling. Curry, Sterling part 2. They take a 3-1 lead. No team had scored more than 2 goals against Madison this year. They're up 3-1 at their home turf. They're searching, though, for the killing blow. What a burst of speed. Puts the afterburners on Nick Okoto. Finds Jackson Curry, and he gets a goal himself. They take that one 4-1. Huge result for them. On the losing side was Christian Chaney, but he scored 17 seconds into the match, and you wonder, is that the fastest in USL League One history? It's right up there. We can double back and show you some history. Ronaldo Damas for North Texas back in 2019, September 10th, 2019. It's going to be the first goal of this one. Just a nice ball out onto the right-hand side. Look in the middle at number 11 and his movement. About to drive inside, a brilliant header from Damas. They take the lead there. He'd go on to score 3 goals and have an assist in this match in a season where he'd have 16 goals himself. Just faster than Chaney at 17 seconds. A great goal for him there. It was a great season for North Texas. Still the most points in league history. They got that back in 2019. Jump 3 years and a day later, Tarn Weir for FC Tucson on September 11th, 2022. 2-hour weather delay. This is now kickoff. 7 seconds into this match, he's going to open the scoring. Beautiful ball in behind. He picks this one out, and a fantastic first-time strike. 7 seconds into the match. Hard to beat that. Takes down Omaha, his first and only goal of the 2022 season. Not sure how you score one much faster than that. A really fun time looking back through some USL League One history. Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll have some news and notes for you on the other side. Stick with us on ESPN+.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Colorado Springs, Enriquez, header down Orford! Jimmy Orford gets one back for Colorado Springs!
Well, on the goal line, the second one finds Twine! And Philip Goodrum in the 89th minute with a potential game-winning goal!
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? What are your names, sir? You know your name? You know where you are right now?
I need to try it first.
Let's take a trip around USL League One here on ESPN Plus. I'm Brian Klein, happy to be with you. News and notes, Spokane Velocity settling in, getting ready for 2024. Gotta tell you, already they haven't played a single match. One of the best kits in League One already. They've officially branded themselves Spokane Velocity. You can go purchase the gear online. Why not? Because again, that kit, it's tight, as the kids say. Meanwhile, Hailstorm just doing what Hailstorm does, despite losing on Wednesday to North Carolina, one of the best starts in league history. And how about Leo Castro, a brace in the Peach States Derby against Tormenta, the reigning champs. He headlines Team of the Week, but the sub-headline is Lexington, because the first-year club, they have 3 representatives, and for the first time in club history, they lead the league in Team of the Week selections. Tariq Muhammad, first Lexington player with multiple assists in a given match. Tess Diouf with 3 consecutive matches with a goal. And then Amal Knight got the clean sheet in the largest win in club history, 3-0 against Union Omaha. He's the goalkeeper of the week. And we take you into scoreboard right now, a trip around the scores. And Lexington, will start with them. They actually just tied it 2 apiece. Don Smart got the scoring started, a PK score in the 10th minute, and then it was Fitch in minute number 68, equalizing against the Kickers, and Neil Vinyals has both of those goals for Richmond. Meanwhile, how about Charlotte? 2-1 over the best team in League One. The Independents going with Dane Kelly, and then Flanagan in the 29th minute got it to 2-1 with Billy King scoring for the Hailstorm, and the Mingos up 1-0 on the Triumph in minute number 21. No score between Tormenta and Union Omaha in minute number 20. Take a look at what's to come in USL League One. Tonight, Central Valley hosting One Knoxville. That is a big-time bout, but this is all what's to come for the midweek. Union Omaha and Lexington, 8 Eastern. Union Omaha, well, they're just trying to stay above the playoff line. That's the goal. On Wednesday, they have a chance to do that against Lexington. Again, they have 3 selections in the Team of the Week, but could be a tough bout. Tune in on ESPN Plus, 8 Eastern on Wednesday. Back in a moment for highlights and stats.
It's here, Ford Truck Month. Come and get the best deals on Ford F-150. The only truck to offer available Pro Power onboard and an interior work surface, so you can get it all done. All part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 46 years straight and counting. Get 2.9 for 60 plus up to $2,500 with eligible trade-in. Learn more about pickup and delivery and remote service at your local Ford dealer.
I need to try it first.
The future is in these foothills. The world's fastest internet from EPB is in homes from Hickson to Highland Park. In classrooms from East Lake to East Brainerd. And in reach of those striving to learn more, be more, achieve more. The future is here with fiber optic speeds up to 25 gigs, only from EPB.
There's a beat in all of us. It drives us, it inspires us, and it pushes us through. It is there in preparation, it is there in battle, it is there in defeat and success. It's the engine, it's our guide. And this beat is my own. This beat is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water, hydration for athletes.
I need to try it first.
Oh, the sun coming down here in Chattanooga. That's a good news for the people like me. SPF a million on a sunny day. But hey, day is sunny right now for North Carolina, up 2-0 against Chattanooga. Let's take you through the highlights, what you might have missed in the first half. How did we get here with North Carolina on the road against Chattanooga? Well, it started, it was physical. It was very physical. Go to the 4th minute, why don't you? A free kick for North Carolina off of that physicality. Got a foul, missed the free kick. Rafa Mensigan was just a little bit high. Minute number 14, Walter Varela has a chance. Brooks Thompson, debuting in League One, closes the gap wide right for Varela. Another free kick for Riley Kraft this time. There's vintage Brooks Thompson added to the reel. And in minute number 33, go back to the other side of the field with North Carolina. This time, they're in the business of scoring. Raheem Summersall from distance. It's his first professional goal. And that made it 1-0 in favor of North Carolina, but they were not done there. Summersall celebrating, and then Summersall eventually contributing to minute number 39, just 6 minutes later, when it was Rafa Mensigan give and go. Cirque du Soleil score right over Aviles. Oh, making him look silly. And that gave North Carolina a 2-0 advantage into the break. Mensigan, the former Red Wolf, making his old team pay. Halftime stats right now for you here on ESPN Plus. And you look at the possession numbers, Chattanooga is right there. They haven't really been pressured by North Carolina, but the road team very, very content to counter on Chattanooga. That's what they've done so well today. Shots on target, there's been plenty of opportunities for both of these teams. 2 for Chattanooga, both of them stifled by the first game of Brooks Thompson's young League One career. He's been great. And Carlos Aviles challenged, peppered by this North Carolina offense with 5 shots on target. Well, you don't get to a 9-4-4 record on the year accidentally. Rafa Mensigan helping North Carolina to a 2nd place in the table. And Mensigan and North Carolina, they're comfortable in spots like these. 7-1 when leading at the half this season. In fact, North Carolina unbeaten in their last 10 USL League One matches when leading at the break. 8-2. Or excuse me, I should say 8 wins, 2 draws in that stretch. Meanwhile, Chattanooga, not so comfortable when trailing at the break. 1 win, 3 draws, and 8 losses at halftime when being down, in this case, down by 2. Rafa Mensigan, good buddies with Chattanooga's interim head coach, Jimmy Weekly. All right now, Mensigan making him pay on his 39th minute score. We're underway in half number 2. Luis Perez was heavily involved in the physical nature of that first half. In fact, Perez got a yellow card for it. And Mensigan trying to get North Carolina off to a hot start after the halftime break. Siobhan Marsh racing past Perez, lost the ball. Andrew Paoli to the far touchline. It's Walter Varela. Good find for Siobhan Marsh. Walefi. He missiles way high. So Chattanooga with 1 win 8 losses, 3 draws when trailing at the half, like I said, but don't let that fool you. As we get another look at Walefi's first shot of the second half. Brooks Thompson, a spectator. So don't let that mark fool you, because the nickname Cardiac Red Wolves was popular last year in their run to the final. They fell to Tormenta last year in the league final. It's making a bit of a comeback as Aaron Lombardi trucks down Chris Lou Young from behind. But Chattanooga's been comfortable late in games. 7 goals in the last 15 minutes of matches this year, and 12 points acquired by Chattanooga coming back from a losing position, which is the most in League One. So the Red Wolves, they can play from behind. And you can see the fans, top portion of your screen, seeking shelter. It's certainly not because of the beautiful weather in Chattanooga right now. Weather coming in. We'll keep you updated. And the wind picking up too. North Carolina. They've got something cooking here. It's Luis Perez with space. Perez with the left, and Aviles, he makes the stop. Secures the rebound before it trickles past the goal line. And nearly a disastrous start to the second half for Carlos Aviles and the Red Wolves. Aviles did not play last weekend in the massive 3-2 road upset over Knoxville. He was serving a 1-game suspension. Ricardo Jerez, the 37-year-old Guatemalan, started in his stead. But Aviles at 24, Chattanooga choosing to go young. Jerez had the starting role earlier this season. Siobhan Marsh. Here's a chance for Chattanooga. It's loose in the box. Nice touch by Gomez. The strike, it does not go. It's Brooks Thompson again. Brooks Thompson on loan from Philadelphia United 2, and as of now, it's looking like the move of the year for North Carolina. 3 shots on target, 3 stops. But a corner kick coming up for Chattanooga, presented by Ford. Siobhan Marsh will trigger the corner, and you can see the flag right there. Wind is helping him. He goes front post, it's loose. And now Chattanooga trying to chase it down. The rain visible. Oh man, the camera operators. Can we get my guy a poncho? Riley Kraft, he puts it back in the box. Who's there? Chattanooga can't get it back on target. Brooks Thompson just waiting for it to be cleared away, which he can count on the way this NCFC back line has been playing. And it's really coming down here in Chattanooga. Let me just take this opportunity on behalf of the entire crew. Shout out the camera operators. No poncho, and the rain, it's going in sideways too. Right into their face. Lombardi, tough angle. Gomez is open, trying to go for Gomez, but instead couldn't get the angle, and Brooks Thompson smothers. Luis Perez too hot to handle for Olex Anderson, who only attempted 4 passes in the first half. If nothing else, you have to credit Chattanooga for the way that they limited Olex Anderson, one of the premier players in USL League One. In fact, John Bradford says that he's the most threatening electric guy in the league. Got a collision here. Rafa Mensigan took the short end. and a yellow card for Nico Cardona. The former Chattanooga Red Wolf in the 39th minute got North Carolina up 2-0 with his 7th goal of the year, and now Mentigan slow to get up. Nico Cardona on the yellow card. It's his 7th yellow of the year. Have another look. Far touch line, collision, and it's slippery down there too because of the rain. And Mentigan looked like he was nursing that right lower leg. Keep an eye on that as he stays in. Chris Lou Young on his feed to Louis Perez. So North Carolina, they've had their chances here in the second half, but then again, you think because of the rain, they're in no rush. Put it up on a platter for Mentigan. Is that right ankle okay? Nice dish with the right. Here's the cross. McLaughlin was stopped. McLaughlin gets it back. Now he has some space to operate. Here's the strike for Blanco, and it's stopped by Aviles. Carlos Aviles needs to make a move. He does. Out of panic, he puts it right on the goal line. And actually, Olex Anderson last to touch it. We got a goal kick coming up. So Carlos Aviles, tough day at the office, especially in the first half. Gave up a goal to Raheem Summersall from distance. Summersall's first professional goal. And then it was the former Chattanooga Red Wolf, Riley Kraft, making it 2-0 with a chip shot right over Aviles' blonde locks. And the rain, a serious factor here. Our own Lombardi. Stutter step. It's Omar Gomez's turn. And he plays it back. Mikhail Williams, the 32-year-old out of Trinidad and Tobago. Dishes off for Renteria. Varela in traffic. Summersall handcuffs him, and it's going North Carolina's way. Raheem Summersall, who John Bradford describes as a workhorse. Covers his ground, and when he's on the ball, just keeps it simple. Played his first full 90 minutes. Has had a bit of a groin issue this year, and he's been on international duty as well with the Gold Cup, representing St. Kitts and Nevis. Varela. Mentigan catches up. Omar Gomez now on the ball. While Leffy missed a shot early in the second half, he dishes off. Chattanooga needs a score. And they won't get it here. Nelson Blanco clears it away. Chattanooga getting ready for some subs. The Red Wolves vying for their second consecutive win. Would be the first time they've strung together wins all year. Riley Kraft, he scored last weekend against Knoxville for the first time in 1,000 days. Back touch. Here's Lombardi with the left. Now the right. It's popped up and over. It's a corner kick coming up, presented by Ford. And our replay brought to you by Rodriguez Family Dentistry. Lombardi just kind of lost his reach. And off tempo. Instead, it's a corner kick for Riley Kraft. He fires back post. Substitutions coming up. Pedro Hernandez on the left. And Johnny Felipe on the right. Felipe will check in for Omar Gomez Johnny Felipe making his Chattanooga debut. The interim head coach, Jimmy Weekly, describes him as an active, technical, and quick midfielder who fits the busy midfielder role as Omar Gomez does. So he subs in, no coincidence, for Gomez on loan from Hartford. And Jimmy Weekly hoping for an offensive spark out of Johnny Felipe. Riley Kraft, quick touch, intercepted. Good ball ahead, it's Menzigen, one man to beat. He's collided down. Mikhail Williams came out of nowhere. And a yellow card. Williams is booked. It's his 7th yellow of the season. And a free kick coming up for the former Red Wolf, Rafa Menzigen, who has been bumped and bruised all night. Rodriguez Family Dentistry showing you another angle. Menzigen had an angle, had a step, and Mikhail Williams erased it. Potentially one of those plays where you just need to swallow the yellow to save a goal and keep this match within reach. Menzigen on the left, Perez on the right, both capable. Siobhan Marsh forming a wall with Pedro Hernandez. Rafa Menzigen puts it back in the box. Who's there? Summersault couldn't get it. And Chattanooga clears it away. And remember, fans, check out the new 2023 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit, along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Williams makes a nice move on Anderson. Aaron Lombardi. Needs some help from the back. It's Mikhail Williams. Far touch line, walking the tightrope, or rather near touch line, walking the tightrope. Here comes North Carolina with Louis Perez. Big shove. Walefi. So Chris Lou Young, the Fulham Youth and Brentham Youth Academy product. He's getting ready for his free kick. Meanwhile, Walefi having a word with Louis Perez. Take a look at that little conflict. So the captain, Walefi, trying to spark up this Red Wolves team. At home on the ropes, down 2-0. North Carolina trying to pressure this Red Wolves back line. Inside out to Lou Young. And Mikhail Williams read it nicely. The starting back line of Riley Kraft, Mikhail Williams, Richard Renteria, Nico Cardona getting the nod for the 3rd straight match. Up until a couple of weeks ago, every single match for Chattanooga has included a different back four. Injuries, suspensions. It's been a defensive game of musical chairs all year for the Red Wolves. They're finally healthy. They're finally starting to find that core lineup that Jimmy Weekly wants to use, but today they ran into a brick wall known as North Carolina FC. Siobhan Marsh, nice touch. One man to beat. It's 2-on-1. Here's Marsh with the right. He gives it up. Johnny Felipe with patience. Here's the right foot, and it's stopped again. Brooks Thompson, are you kidding me? Johnny Felipe making his Red Wolves debut, but no debut trumps that of Brooks Thompson. Unbelievable. Felipe had it. Thompson stopped it. And a free kick coming up for Chattanooga. Johnny Felipe on the right, Riley Kraft on the left, and Siobhan Marsh right between them. Is this Chattanooga's chance to get on the board? Siobhan Marsh thinks so, and he's just off. Marsh took his chance direct. Can't blame him. 2 braces for Marsh in the last 2 weeks. Intercepted. Walefi stripped. Here comes North Carolina. Takeaway for the captain. Well, Chattanooga's defense last in League One by goals allowed at 37, with the 2 today included. Second to last in clean sheets, only 2. Louis Perez, chip pass. It's Chris Lou Young in traffic. And Riley Kraft stabs at it as Chattanooga moves the other way. Nice tackle there by David Garcia. Louis Perez turns around. Another opportunity for North Carolina. This one is high. Louis Perez. Oh, he wants that one back. And the Frenchman hitting the top of the Eiffel Tower with this one. As Aviles unscathed on that trip. Felipe going the other way. Touch pass, Marsh trying to stay onside. He does. Here's the cross. Who's home? Oh, no one there. Another missed opportunity for Chattanooga, and another Brooks Thompson showing. The Red Wolves have had their chances, but they are the least efficient finishing team in League One. And that's been the epitome of this match tonight. Here's an opportunity in traffic. Hernandez popped up in the air. Hernandez going for the loose ball. Oh, he's shoved down. The ball is still loose, and Brooks Thompson dodges a bullet. It slipped through his gloves on a wet, dreary day here in Chattanooga. The Red Wolves nearly deja vu. Had a chance, couldn't finish. Marsh. Push back. Now it's Paoli's turn. Johnny Felipe on loan from Hartford. Had a great chance, point blank, couldn't finish, courtesy of Brooks Thompson. Hernandez puts it back in the box, and North Carolina says, not today. Rafa Mensigan shoved down to the ground, and a foul is called on the Red Wolves. That puts a bow on an unbelievable stop. No card, but the whistle is all North Carolina needed to finish this off. Have another look. Chattanooga on the contact with Menzigan. It was Pedro Hernandez, the 23-year-old from Walnut Creek, California, at an hour east of San Francisco in his second professional season. First professional stop after his collegiate career at Cal State Monterey Bay. Long ball. Nico Cardona, Carlos Aviles, no problem. So the rain has come to a bit of a stop. The fans standing, my guess, not for fun, but because someone ought to dry off those seats. Rafa Menzigan, interception. Already has one goal. Dishes off for Olex Anderson. Here's the strike, and he misses high. Chattanooga has had chance after chance. More importantly, North Carolina has had chance after chance to potentially put this game away. Red Wolves continue to tread water. No one home on Felipe's pass. And remember, fans, Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Imagine your fair share of Coca-Colas were purchased when everyone was seeking refuge at the concession stands during the treacherous rain that came in. Perez, nifty move, beats the 2-on-1 and couldn't connect with McLaughlin. Flip the fields, it's Pedro Hernandez, while Leffy got it to him from the near side. Johnny Felipe now, all alone on an island in the corner. Pass to Hernandez, tough angle. The cross, it stays in. Gustavo Fernandez, no corner kick on his watch, and a push, a shove, a foul. Hernandez. Frustration is mounting up for Pedro Hernandez and the Red Wolves. Hernandez thought he was getting a corner out of Gustavo Fernandez, but the Long Islander keeping it inbounds and stonewalling for Hernandez right there. Tic-tac-toe, Lombardi back touch. Here's Felipe trying to go back to Lombardi. Hernandez picks it up in the corner. Chip pass, popped up in the air, out of bounds. Another corner kick coming up for Chattanooga, presented by Ford. Red Wolves fans getting up, they can tell. This is an opportunity for Chattanooga to get on the board. Siobhan Marsh will pull the trigger on this corner kick. Marsh has a brace in each of his last two matches. He's been quiet today. And what an opportunity for him to make a mark on this one. Marsh goes low. Nelson Blanco read it the entire way. Felipe sidewinder, no! Chattanooga empty-handed once again, and Johnny Felipe in his Chattanooga debut. He's had multiple opportunities almost from the exact same spot. Rodriguez Family Dentistry showing you that replay. Tripped up. And a man down for North Carolina. Raheem Summersall, who netted his first professional goal in the 33rd minute, got tied up with Aaron Lombardi. Have another look. And a reminder, Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Walefi, the captain, just trying to egg his team on. Very physical, very emotional player. And he works it to Richard Renteria. North Carolina is poised to do what no team has done since May. And that's defeat Chattanooga at CHI Memorial Stadium. 4 consecutive wins for the Red Wolves. I should say 4 consecutive positive results. And now potentially got a man sent off. Olex Anderson will sit. Luis Arriaga in. The 22-year-old midfielder played 2 MLS matches for Real Salt Lake when he was just 18. Now he's in League One, and a chance with a job description for Arriaga being retain the 2-goal advantage. If this score holds, North Carolina's unbeaten streak swells to 6. And they stay in the top 2 in the table. Marsh, the type of player who never wants to look back, always pushing forward. As they do now, Lombardi passing to space, it's Kraft. The cross, who's there? It's Brooks Thompson, knocks it down. And Thompson was right on the goal line. Goal kick coming up. Mexican ran into a brick wall. Riley Kraft, great defense toe-to-toe. Remember Kraft's journey to get here, kind of the road less traveled. He was with the Kickers in 2021, took a step back to League Two with the Des Moines Menace, and now he's back in the pro ranks better than ever. Chance to work on his game in League Two. And on his right calf, you can see him now, bottom of your screen, just ran off. On his right calf, he has a tattoo that reads, "I just didn't quit." Kind of his life motto and what's gotten him to a starting role with Chattanooga this year. Here's Crafts. Tattoo and all. Turns around and the pass to Lombardi. As he keeps it in Chattanooga's grasp, Arriaga nearly had a run. And that could have been trouble. Arriaga doesn't have a goal this year, had 2 last year for North Carolina. Lombardi. Felipe waiting for the pass. Lombardi, tough angle. The cross popped up and a corner kick coming up. Corner kick presented by Ford. Set piece might be the route that Chattanooga needs to take to claw their way back into this one. Remember, 12 points this year for the Red Wolves on losing position. They're used to playing from behind and they know how to salvage a draw here and there. Riley Kraft corner kick. Kraft fires it way high and way far. Summersall couldn't get there, neither could Williams. Got a man down. It's Nico Cardona. And now they're calling for some assistance. The trainer, Tyler Gunter, on his way in. But Cardona gets right back up, and Gunter takes a look. Only a great sign that he gets up under his own power. Have another look at this replay presented by Rodriguez Family Dentistry. Cardona hit the turf. Summersall leaping up, and he might have come down on Cardona. As you can see, the Red Wolves have a couple of road bouts coming up. 4 of their next 5 on the road. So it doesn't get much easier. As they ship off from Chattanooga on the upcoming schedule. Richmond Kickers on August 12th. The exception to that rule here at CHI Memorial Stadium. You can watch it on ESPN+. First time we're seeing DJ Benton, the former Chattanooga Red Wolf. Benton is in. And Benton coming in for Luis Perez. Again, with a job description of retain the 2-0 advantage. Benton originally from Birmingham, Alabama. And the gaffer, John Bradford, says that Benton's been better this year than he was last year for Chattanooga because there's more in-roster competition for DJ. So the best clawed out of him by his teammates, competing with Chris Lou Young in training. Arriaga knocks it down. Paoli takes it away. The Red Wolves not done here. Felipe walking the tightrope. In traffic. Did he get a corner kick? Yes, he did. Beg your pardon, he did not. Felipe thought he did. Still thinks he does. He did not. Goal kick coming up for Brooks Thompson, who's been standing on his head all day for North Carolina. Rafa Mensigan. He's got some help if he wants it. He does. It's Lou Young. The cross. Oh, in the face. Mikael Williams took it off the noggin. And a corner kick coming up for NCFC. Remember, fans, Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Have another look at how we got to this corner kick presented by Ford on the Rodriguez Family Dentistry replay. And Williams, that'll leave a mark. It's loose. Arriaga the left on the ground and cleared away by Williams. Brooks Thompson on loan from Philadelphia Union 2. has made multiple clutch saves. Some saves that the Red Wolves probably just have to nod their head and say, okay, he got us. Some really quality shots on Thompson tonight. And the goalkeeping unit for North Carolina all year has been through its trials and tribulations. Nick Holliday was supposed to be the common denominator. The 17-year-old phenom still has a bright future. Ankle injury. Out 2 to 3 months. He's already been out a month. And then Tor Saunders assuming the role as an older backup to Nick Holliday. He goes down with an injury. Back in training, that's the good news, but the bad news is unable to go. So do you go with Trevor Mulqueen, who got a clean sheet against the Hailstorm on Wednesday, or do you get some help from the outside? And that's what Brooks Thompson represents, on loan from Philadelphia United too. The way he's playing today, he's not giving up that role easily. Lombardi wants to push forward. Nice move by Walefi. Swims through the defense. In the corner, it's Riley Kraft. The cross off the noggin. It's Lombardi popping it up. Oh, it goes! Loose ball in the box. Pedro Hernandez climbs the ladder and he nets it. The Red Wolves whittle the deficit in half. It's 2-1. Pedro Hernandez with his second goal of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Lombardi put it on a platter for Pedro. Would you believe that man only stands at 5'7"? Get up there, over somersault. And the Red Wolves have life. Rafa Mensigan going for a silencer with Luis Arriaga. Mensigan scored the second goal of the day for North Carolina in the 39th minute. Cross for Arriaga, no one there. Cardiac Red Wolves. And that's the mantra. With 7 goals, make it 8 in the last 15 minutes of games this year. They're used to it. They're used to playing from behind. They have 12 points coming back from losing positions. They have 16 points the entire year. 12 of their 16 have come from behind. And that is exactly what the Red Wolves have a chance to do at home against the second best team in League One. Mael Malongo goes to Lombardi in the corner. Williams playing out of the back. All hands on deck. Manuel Madrid coming off a hamstring injury. They try to force the corner for Hernandez again. And too strong. And remember, fans, Ford, the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Well, just like any good Ford, North Carolina was cruising through 80-plus minutes. And then Pedro Hernandez happened. Off of Aaron Lombardi's assist with the cranium. Lombardi getting assist number 1 on the year. North Carolina getting ready for some reinforcements, as is Chattanooga. Andrew Paoli will sit. Ropapa Mensah
We have a substitution for
The second half reinforcement. He's in, and he's fresh, and he's dangerous. North Carolina going for McLaughlin, and Avila saves it. Carlos Avila's had a tough first half. In the second half, he's been nails. Hernandez scored just a moment ago in the 83rd to give Chattanooga some life. Dish it off through the 5-hole, and a foul. A yellow card to be exact. Mael Malongo. He took a shot, but he took it for the team. And now the Red Wolves will have a free kick within striking distance. Malongo turned around, and Gustavo Fernandez was going for the ball and hit all cleat, if not ankle. Chattanooga's been playing from behind all day. Johnny Felipe in his Red Wolves debut on the right, number 21. Siobhan Marsh, number 11, right there.
There have been a pair of substitutions by North Carolina FC in the 88th minute of the game.
Meanwhile, North Carolina making some subs. Max Flint and Preston Pop in. Garrett McLaughlin and Rafa Memsigan out. Number 88, Preston Pop, rather than DJ Benton. Getting some more size for North Carolina, some more defense. Pop wearing the yellow boots. He's in the wall. It's Johnny Felipe's turn. Can Chattanooga tie it up? Felipe, too strong on the feed to Malongo. The clock is ticking away. Chances are limited for the Red Wolves. Pop in traffic. Physical. That's why he's there. Arriaga takes the way, and Preston Pop teleports to the other side of the field, waiting for some help. Corner kick on the horizon, and it's Preston Pop you can thank for that one. Pop's father, Jim, is the director of player personnel in the USFL. League is in its second season of American football. Birmingham just won the championship a few weeks ago against Pittsburgh. Got a forward corner kick here. A North Carolina goal would put this one out of reach. Can they end it here? Popped up in the air, it's loose, Avila's going for it, and a whistle blown. They collided in with Carlos. It looked like the end of this match would be pretty pedestrian, with North Carolina capping off their 2-goal advantage that they took into the break with some nice defense, but Chattanooga made it interesting with a Pedro Hernandez goal in the 83rd minute. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Can the Red Wolves capitalize? It's a foot race. Hernandez wins possession. Mael Malongo double team. He lost the ball. Tugged the jersey. Pays the price. North Carolina is 5 minutes of stoppage time away from swelling their unbeaten streak to 6. Chattanooga is just trying to follow up their road upset win against Knoxville last weekend. Pop falls down. And Madrid plays it back for Avilas. Siobhan Marsh boxed out by Garcia. Oh, that's what David Garcia does so well. The first-year pro erased Trevor Emmon on Wednesday against Hailstorm. And he's done it today against Siobhan Marsh, the team of the weaker. Renteria. Marked up by Pop. And a foul on North Carolina. It was DJ Benton off ball. The 23-year-old out of Birmingham, Alabama, the culprit, gives Chattanooga the possession and a chance for the Red Wolves with chances oh so limited. Will the Benton mistake cost North Carolina? And Pop offside. Walefi, Marsh, Felipe, the last three Red Wolves to touch the ball. All three of them have had looks tonight that they want back. Story of the night for Chattanooga. Put it in the box. Thompson couldn't seal it in. He's off his line, and Lombardi slows it down in the corner. Aaron Lombardi needs some help. Mikael Williams trotting with tempo and with space to operate. Go to Felipe now. His first game in a Red Wolves uniform. Stifled there on the shot. Time is limited for Chattanooga. Opportunities are limited for Chattanooga. Not just tonight, but for the season. 4 of their next 5 matches on the road, trying to salvage a result at home. Trailing 2-0 at the half. Malongo in the box, triple team. Does it matter? Yes. Manuel Madrid has been on the shelf with a hamstring injury. Flips fields. Now it's Walefi. Goes for a long ball. Felipe trying to make a move on Arriaga. Now it's Hernandez. Scored in the 83rd minute. Cross stifled. Throwing coming up. Can Chattanooga get a set piece in here to give themselves a chance? Got to play up from here on out. Walefi puts it in. Who's there? It's loose. Oh, and Lombardi could not redirect it with the head. Chattanooga gets a corner kick, though. Replay presented by Rodriguez Family Dentistry. Could this have been a penalty kick? We'll talk about that later. Right now, it's a corner kick. In the 96th minute. And a whistle blown before the corner came in. It's on Ropapa Mensah. And that'll do it. Chattanooga gets a corner kick at the end, but cannot capitalize as Ropapa Mensah is called for a foul before the ball is put in. North Carolina's unbeaten streak swells to 6 with a 2-1 win on the road against Chattanooga. The first team to beat the Red Wolves at CHI Memorial Stadium since May. Brooks Thompson, the loan from Philadelphia United too. He gets the handshakes and well-deserved quarterbacking this 2-1 win for North Carolina. We go to man of the match right now, presented by Timbercraft Whiskey. And we go to the 83rd minute as proof why Pedro Hernandez climbs the ladder at 5'7" off of the cranium feed by Aaron Lombardi, making things interesting with a 2-1 deficit. Ended up being a 2-1 loss. Go to save of the match now. Carlos Aviles, tough day at the office. He was peppered, but in the 48th minute, he was tested and then some. Luis Perez, top of the 18, and Aviles plays the angle perfectly. Save of the match presented by the Chattanoogan, as Luis Perez was stopped by Carlos Aviles in minute number 48. We're not done here on ESPN Plus. We've got highlights and stats on the horizon from North Carolina's 2-1 win.
After the match,
I need to try it first.
The future is in these foothills. The world's fastest internet from EPB is in homes from Hickson to Highland Park. In classrooms from East Lake to East Brainerd. And in reach of those striving to learn more, be more, achieve more. The future is here with fiber optic speeds up to 25 gigs, only from EPB.
I need to try it first.
Putting a bow on a 2-1 win for North Carolina over Chattanooga in Chattanooga. I'm Brian Klein, happy to be with you here on ESPN Plus. North Carolina's unbeaten streak, it grows to 6, and the Red Wolves fail to follow up on their road upset win against One Knoxville from last weekend. If you missed it, here's what you missed. Take a look at how it happened as North Carolina gets the 2-1 win. Full-time highlights presented by CHI Memorial. And it was a physical one, early and often. Go to minute number 21, because chances were there for both sides. Wiley Kraft, Exhibit A, and Brooks Thompson, you might as well just call him Stonewall Thompson right there, in his first match in a North Carolina uniform. But in minute number 33, it was Summersall, Raheem Summersall, his first professional goal. Did it on a hop, did it from distance, making it 1-0 North Carolina on the road. 6 minutes later, Summersall was one-upped, because this one was crafty. Cirque du Soleil over Carlos Aviles, and it was the former Red Wolf, Rafa Menzigen. Soft touch, 2-0. In favor of North Carolina. That's what the score was at the break. Rain starting to fall in the second half. 56th minute, Aaron Lombardi, he had a chance. Brooks Thompson didn't have to do anything there. The back line standing tall. Go to the 71st minute, because Chattanooga didn't just have one chance, they had multiple chances. And a sidewinder by Johnny Felipe wanted that one back too. Kind of the epitome of the night for Chattanooga. They could not convert. But how about they did? They couldn't convert until they did, until the 83rd minute, and it was Pedro Hernandez, the man of the match, off of the cranium, the face of Aaron Lombardi, and only 5'7". That's my height. I can't jump that high. Hernandez can, and this is the result. He makes it 2-1. That is the final score, as North Carolina walks away with the victory. 2-1 final. And the final stats, full-time stats, presented by SmartBank. There you see it. Shots on target, North Carolina edging Chattanooga 9-5. Possession belonged to the Red Wolves. The road team had no problem countering, and they countered with high efficiency as well. North Carolina, they win 2-1, and they walk away from Chattanooga in sole possession of first place in the table in USL League One. Well, we thank our producer, Brent Conscuyuela, and Messi Mendoza on replay. How about DJ David Rodriguez, making it all sound good? I'm Brad Klein. 2-1 North Carolina, top in Chattanooga, walking away with a victory, and they surpass Hailstorm for now for first place in the table. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.